Hi and welcome to 3 Minutes On. This week we have Paul MacMahon talking about Neighbours.
So, Neighbours. Yes, I know. It's a guilty pleasure for many. Quite embarrassing to admit, but this feels a bit like confession camp for me actually. But it's a thing I've lived with for 30 years and something that I can't get rid of. Everyone became obsessed in the late 80s. It became a phenomenon. Over 20 million viewers saw Charlene and Scott, Kylie and Jason's wedding. Neighbours, okay, it may have, well, never call them gritty, but it may deal with sort of sensationalist storylines or delve into serious issues, but it never goes to the point where you're feeling like, you know, I can't, this is too much after work, I need a stiff gin after this. It's a tonic rather than, you know, something that brings you down. So Neighbours has changed a lot. In the 80s it was all about, the young romances from Kylie and Jason and the really iconic characters such as Madge and Harold. Also the pets, Bounce the dog, Sane episode when Bouncer had a dream that he got married. And we saw him walking down the aisle with a female dog dressed in a veil. In the 90s, it was still popular. Home and Away was gaining ground. It was a time when Neighbours got a little bit confused. It was still popular, but it lost its way a little potentially. It had a lot of comedy plots. It had really bizarre storylines throughout the 90s, including Casserole the sheep, who became the Kennedys' favourite pet. In the noughties, again, there were a number of revamps. Neighbours was again losing its popularity in terms of ratings. Multiple producers came and went. Some thought it needed to go back to family values, some thought it needed to be more sensationalist. Nothing was really working, but eventually it settled down. It moved to Channel 5 in 2008. Now, it's got a great producer, Jason Herbison, who I think has taken Neighbours in the direction it needs to go in, and I think we're at a good stage. There's great storylines, there's a good mixed cast. We're exploring new storylines, but it still retains that humour and warmth that it's always had. There's so many ridiculous plots. Carl being revealed as an erotic novelist, that storyline was inspired by 50 Shades of Grey. Harold Bishop, famously of course, lost his memory as well. He fell off a cliff, we thought he was dead, returned a few years later. He'd apparently found his way to Tasmania. Plane crash where Paul's evil son planted a bomb on the bottom of the plane. Many characters were killed in this. This actually involved Harold becoming evil Harold, where he attempted to strangle Paul for being responsible for the death of 3 members of his family. Marlene Kratz, of course, famously Cheryl's mother, also known as the mutant panda because of her incredible eye makeup. She famously left to go on a cruise and never returned. It's just got that great balance of humour, drama, excitement and complete madness that I crave. And it's only 20 minutes, so you can get on with your life.
Thanks very much, Paul. If you'd like to speak for 3 minutes on something, email amy@3minuteson.com. Or if you've got an idea of a video we should make, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for new videos every Tuesday.